All right. Hello again, adventurers, and welcome to another exciting daily vlog. This is daily vlog number 100. I've been doing this now for 100 days straight, which is nonsense. So first things first, some updates from yesterday. I am breathing. Breathing is nice. I spent probably like 6 or 8 hours at my computer yesterday sitting up, and by the end of that time, I was no longer feeling like I couldn't breathe and things like that. And then by the time I actually went to bed, things were going fine for the most part. I still have a little bit of pain when breathing, which is basically just how my body tells me I'm sick. So I'm still not out of the woods, but feeling a lot better. I'm no longer lightheaded. I didn't check my OSATs this morning because, frankly, the less information that my brain has to come up with reasons why I'm about to die, the better. But I'm feeling much better. And there's other things that kind of show, like if I was dangerously low on oxygen, there's other things that kind of show up, like your lips turn blue and other stuff like that, which I have had happen. Not in a very, very long time, but so yeah, I'm doing significantly better. I still can't keep food down, so that's been fun. I'm going on my second day at this point, or maybe third day, I think. Yeah, third day at this point of being able to eat like a couple pieces of bread. So that kind of sucks. But overall, I think I am on the other side of the worst of it. I hope. Beyond all hope. So, yeah. So thank you to everyone that said nice things yesterday. Oh, also CPAP stuff. Called my CPAP company. They apparently got the prescription for my new CPAP like almost a month ago, but because I had to change from my original CPAP supply company to this new one, they didn't have a copy of my original sleep study. And apparently they couldn't send me a new machine without having a copy of that. And my doctor, for whatever reason, just wasn't giving it to them. So I called them up and I said, yeah, I need this. And they're like, yeah, the person that I talked to was absolutely wonderful. Her name was Candy. And she was really, really great. I just called up and I stutter significantly more on the phone than I do on camera for a number of reasons. So I'm trying to force myself to speak, and it's always really interesting when I get contacted by companies that have never spoken to me, because my first name is Jody, and I cannot tell you how many times I have picked up the phone and heard, "Hi, is Miss Jody last name there?" And and then when I go, "Yes," in my deep bass voice, they go, "Can we speak to her?" "You're speaking to her." "Oh, okay." And it's always a weird thing. So it's easier when I'm the one that explains it. But even then, it's like half the time I think these people think I'm committing identity theft or something. So I'm like, yeah, my name is Jody. And like, really? Yeah, it's been my name my entire life. When I was in the 6th grade, I got invited to an all-girls summer camp. And I was really upset that I couldn't go. Not because, I had any idea that I was actually... No, it's because I would have been at a summer camp with all girls. Like, that would have been fun. Except for me, at that particular point in my life, girls hated me, so it probably would have been a horrible experience. Because I was a bully magnet, and I didn't grow until like between like 7th and 8th grade. So I was kind of this short, pudgy kid um, that didn't have a whole lot of friends. But anyway, so they contacted my old CPAP supply company, which is a horrible company that literally called me every day for I think 6 months because uh, I couldn't afford to get more CPAP supplies because they refused to bill my insurance correctly, and they were charging me like $100 per supply, and I'd have to do that every 3 months, and I just couldn't afford that on my disability. So yeah, I was really, really upset with them. I finally, because again, every single day they did not miss a single day for 6 months, or it might have been 9 months. I can't remember, but it was a long time. And I finally picked up the phone, and it was this lovely young lady that I feel really bad for, but I had run out of patience at this point, and so pick up the phone and I go, yeah. Hi, this is from CPAP Supply Company. It's time for you to reorder your supplies. I said I can't afford them. Oh, well, we can... No, stop. You're going to listen now. You guys have called me every day for 6 months. I have multiple anxiety disorders, including PTSD, with dissociative tendencies, and panic disorder with agoraphobia, and conversion disorder, which means when I have panic attacks, they can turn into seizures. Every single time I get a phone call from a number I don't recognize, it sets off my PTSD because of the abuse I used to suffer when I was younger from my phone. So you guys are literally causing me to have seizures. I'm very sorry. I said, I understand it's not your fault, but I don't know how to make this stop. I've asked you guys to stop over and over again. You simply refuse. I don't know if I have to get law enforcement involved. I don't know if I have to sue you to stop you from physically hurting me, but you guys need to back the fuck up. And I think she eventually just removed my phone number from their records. They could still contact me through email and stuff like that. But she just deleted my phone number so that I wouldn't get called again. And then shortly after that, I talked to my sleep doctor and said, is there any chance I can go to literally anyone else? I will buy my CPAP supplies from a dude's trunk if I have to, if it means I don't have to go through this company. And I think, like, because they simply refused to bill my insurance correctly, I think I actually had grounds to sue them or bring them up on some sort of charges for insurance fraud or something, but that would have required a lot of work. So anyway, horrible cookie company. So yeah, the CPAP thing, I got a call later today. They got everything they need. Theoretically, I should be getting my CPAP machine sometime. I have no idea how long it's going to take for them to ship it off to me. Normally, my CPAP supplies are there in less than a week. They're really, really good about that. But so that's that. Other kind of big announcement. Renegade announced the newest Power Rangers book. The PDFs are available for people that pre-order it. It's coming out later this month. But like Renegade does always, if you pre-order the physical book, you get the PDF for free. And normally they will extend that offer a little bit after the book has been published. I don't know the exact amount of time. So I was planning on picking up the book today. However, I mentioned the whole issue with our water heater and the fact, I can't remember if I mentioned this, but we had some extended family that we had called. That when everything was happening, because all of us were freaking out and trying to figure out what was going on, and so this extended family had offered to pay for the replacement costs and everything like that, which was a huge deal for us. Like, everybody in our house is on disability. We're on extremely fixed income. We don't really have the ability to randomly pay $2,000, which I think the final total we were given was somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,900 plus tax. So that theoretically should bring it up to around to the two-ish grand, or around there. So we were super thrilled. That was not the reason that they were called. They just had more experience dealing with water heaters than we did. And so we were kind of blown away with this offer that they made, and we were really happy. And the bill came like a day or so ago, and we contacted them, and unfortunately they had some unexpected financial stuff going on, and they couldn't help us out anymore, which completely fine. We weren't expecting them to. It was really nice that they offered, but unfortunately that meant that we have to cover it, and that's well over what that's close to double what I get a month from my disability. So there's no way that I can afford it. The rest of the family, again, we're all on disabilities. It was paid, but I had to help pay some of it back. So I am more broke than normal this month. And as it is right now, I'm not sure if I can afford the book. Because, again, most of these books, they're $45, but in order for me to get the PDF, which is why I buy them from Renegade specifically, so I can get both of them, because I like having physicals, but I also like having the PDFs, because it's easier for me to read, that very quickly turns into almost $60, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're living on an extremely fixed income, and then a magical $2,000 problem shows up that you have to pay. Like, it's not like we could go, well, you know what, we can live without hot water for a month. It doesn't work that way. We have to have a water heater. So we couldn't just avoid paying it or anything like that. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to get the book. I've considered putting it on a credit card and paying it off next month or something like that, and depending on how my mental health goes, I may try and do that. But as of right now, my original plan was I'd get the book today, I would read through the PDF, and I would have an in-depth review out within a day or so. So I like to get the in-depth reviews out as quickly as physically possible, so that people can take advantage of the physical PDF bundle thing that Renegade offers. So yes, for those of you, I still want to do an in-depth review of that book. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, because it's going to take us months to kind of get this payment kind of settled away. Like, we've already paid it, but it's been paid on credit cards and other things like that. And so in order to not get buried under debt and stuff like that, we have to be really careful about finances. So I'm going to be doing everything I can to help pay it off over the next few months, but it means that I am 100% flat broke. Yeah, so it sucks, but that's living on disability. So we'll see what happens. If anyone from Renegade is watching this, you guys are more than welcome to send me a PDF. I will shout you out. I always link to your products. As people have said in the comments, I'm one of the few YouTubers that covers Essence 20 stuff. So reach out. I would love to have a more formalized relationship and not be spending my disability money on books that I can't afford. The other thing that kind of upsets me is I believe the new Vecna book is coming out either this month or next month for D&D 5th edition. And that's another one that I probably wasn't going to do an in-depth review on, but I own every single D&D 5th edition book. And so I want to own the Vecna book. Especially since it's a tier 4 campaign, and they haven't released a tier 4 campaign since Tyranny of Dragons. Horde of the Dragon Queen was the last one that actually went up to tier 4 content. So I really wanted to see in the decades since they've done it if they've gotten any better at tier 4 stuff. So it's another one that's going to be kind of put on the back burner, and I will see if I can pick it up somehow or not. I might, again, in a few months, be able to afford just the digital version. Because I normally get the digital physical bundles so that I can have physical copies of all of my 5th edition books. Plus, I like the D&D Beyond books. I really do. Yeah. So anyway, life is interesting right now. I would have liked to do something cooler for the 100th daily vlog, but yeah, I've been really sick. I canceled my game to tomorrow. I may be canceling my Zelda game on Saturday because this has been really unpleasant. Like, this is the worst I've felt in years. So just taking some extra time off to rest and recuperate. Also, I'd like to be able to eat real food before I run a game again, because I have no idea how long, how that's going to affect my ability to perform for 2 to 3 hours. Because I definitely don't want to be like passing out on stream or something. So, and there's always a chance that the breathing problems could come back. Like, even just recording this 17-minute video, I'm already starting to feel slightly winded. So, yeah, I got hit by something rough. So, anyway, it's gonna be all for me today. I will see you guys in the next time. All right, bye bye.